Hello everyone, we are doing verbs and this is the another video on the topic verbs. So in our previous video we discussed about the non-finite verbs, where the second part we have discussed, second kind we have discussed of non-finite verbs, that is gerund. So we learnt that gerund works as a noun in the sentence, right? Today we have to do the last topic of verb and the kind of non-finite verb there, and the name of the particular topic is participles. So dear students, as I told you earlier too, this non-finite verbs is divided into three kinds or three parts. One is infinitives, participle and gerund. So we have covered already infinitives and gerunds. So today let's discuss about participles. As we know that infinitives are 2 plus verb first, and in some cases it is bare infinitive also, and the verbs where it is without 2, the list of the verbs I have discussed with you. If you have forgot to watch the video, please see that. Gerunds are verb first plus ing forms, right, and they work as noun in the sentence. Now today we have to discuss participles, and that too is verb first plus ing. Mostly it is used as verb first plus ing, but this participle is divided into three categories. Number one is present participle, number two is past participle, and number three is perfect participle. So how to do these participles, and how to identify the participles, and what is the functioning of the participles in the sentence, let's talk about that. So let's understand with the help of the definition first that what participles are. So participle is a word which is like a verb but performs the work of an adjective. So this is very, very important, and you should know that adjective is, mostly that adjective comes before the noun, right, in most of the cases. In some cases, in some sentences it comes after the helping verbs also, like is, seem, look, like, right, such kind of verbs. But adjective works as an a word which tells the quality of something, okay, which tells the quality of the noun or the pronoun. So we have to see that. So here let's see, participle is divided into three kinds. Number one is present participle, where it is formed by verb first plus ing, like see is the base form or the root form, and if I am adding ing with that, so that will give us seen, right? So this is present participle. Second is finishing, fin ishing, so finish plus ing, that is what, finishing, right? Number two of this participle is past participle, where it is formed by verb third. Okay, please keep in mind it is formed by verb third, that is seen and finished, right? And the third one is perfect participle. The structure of this is having plus verb third. It is having plus verb third, like having seen, having finished, like this. Okay, so let's talk about number one, present participle, in detail, that how to identify present participle and how it is used in the sentence. So present participle, as I told you, it is formed by adding ing form to the base or the root form, okay, or we can say verb first. So this is very important. Suppose we have taken here see, let's take one more thing, like we are adding drink, okay, so drink plus ing. So what is the formation? Drinking. So drink plus ing, drinking, singing, okay, playing, something like that. So forms by adding to verb first, ing to verb first. Second of this is describes an incomplete action or state. Now how? Let's understand this. Actually this is very important. Suppose I have taken the burning train. So first thing we have to note it down that this will work as adjective, right, in this sentence. So let's see, the burning train. Train is what? Train is noun, and this burning word is telling the quality of the train. So obviously it is what? It is adjective, right? Is it working? It is working as an adjective. Now as I told you, this describes the incomplete action or the state, means which is continue, which is still going on. So if I am saying the burning train, means the train is still burning, that is in continuation, the process of burning is continue, right? So that will tell, participle will tell that type of action, right? Second one is the waiting friends. So friends here is what? Friends here is noun, and waiting is what? Waiting is working as an adjective here. As I told you always, that if I am adding ing form to something or ing to something, so it doesn't mean that every time it is verb, right? So please keep this out of your mind, that whatever the word is having ing, that is called verb, because we have base forms, we have root forms actually, and by adding ed, t, ing, we can create a different forms, okay? But this word which is having this verb, which is having ing, it always does not work as verb, okay? Moreover, it is not the base form. So the waiting friends, friends is what? Noun. Now what is the quality of the friends? That waiting friends, right? So this word waiting is describing quality of friend. So this is what? Adjective here, and we learnt that the participle will work as an adjective in the sentence. Here too the same thing I am describing, that this waiting friends, okay, so this waiting friends is telling us about an incomplete action or the state, right? So waiting friends, the process is still continue and they are still waiting, right? So this is the first thing you have to keep in mind. Second, this present participle will be there always in the active form. Suppose we will take once again the example of this burning train, okay? So I have written here the burning train here, clear? Where train is noun and burning is what? This is an adjective. Now if I want to write down this in active form, so the train was burning, right? Or the train is burning. So this is what? This is in this is the sentence which I am presenting in active form, right? The train is burning. This is active. The waiting friends, the friends were waiting, or the friends are waiting. So this is also what? Active form. So two things you have to keep in mind. The form, this is formed by adding ing, right, to the base form, and it describes the incomplete action. And third is, it is always written in active form. It is always used in the active form. So just take the screenshot of this quickly, and we will understand more uses and how to what are the different rules to use this present participle. So just take the screenshot, note it down. Now let's see the uses of present participle. So dear students, as I've told you that this works as an adjective in the sentence. So first is that only, right? As an adjective placed before the noun. First example of this is a drowning man catching a straw, right? जिसको आप कहते हो डूबते को तिनके का सहारा. So it is a drowning man catching a straw. So here this, see what this man is what? Noun, and drowning is what? Drowning is adjective, because that is placed, and that is placed before the noun and telling the quality of the man, right? So drowning man. So this is the first thing. Second is barking dogs seldom bite. So dogs is what? It's a noun, and it is working as adjective here in the sentence. So that is having the first rule actually what I just discussed with you. Second use is as an object complement placed after object. Because what happened, why I am telling you all these uses, because what happened, because as I have told you in the definition, that participle is a word which works as an adjective in the sentence. So what you will do, you will try to get always that it in the form of adjective, though it is there in same form, but you will search the noun first and try to get the adjective of that. So it can be in the different ways, but work like an adjective. As an object complement. Now see the second one. You can get the participle, present participle, as an object complement placed after the object. So I saw a girl whipping. Clear? So I saw, I is what here? I is subject, saw is verb, A girl is what here? Object. And what is the quality of the girl? That she was weeping. Though it is working as a adjective, but it is not placed before the noun, because a weeping girl is not written here, right? So I saw a girl weeping. So this is also working as an adjective here, but this is this is placed after an object, right? And the girl is object here. The girl is weeping, that is the quality of the girl. So that is also what? ing form, working as participle. We saw the sun rising. So here too, we is what? Subject, saw is verb, the sun is object, and rising is what? That is telling the quality, that is working as participle. So this is also working as participle here, and this is also working as participle, because sun rising, okay, rising sun actually. So the same thing we have done here, we are telling the quality that we saw rising sun, but it is written in the another way, where we used it as the object complement. Now third rule of this is as a subject complement. Okay, here we have seen as an object complement it is used, but here it can be used as a subject complement. Now see how. After the verbs, and it is also very important note written here, that after the verbs like be, seem, appear, look, etc., right? So this we have learnt when we did adjectives also, that adjective can appear after these verbs also. Generally it appears before the noun, but it can appear after these verbs also, right? So the girl seems ailing. Now what is the quality? What is the word which is working as adjective here? That is what? Ailing. Okay. Moreover, I have told you that participle is what? Present participle is verb first plus ing form. So that word we have get here, but try to get it in your mind that how it is working. It is working as an adjective, it is working as an object complement or an subject complement. Now how it is subject complement? Because this is telling about something about the girl. Okay, so the girl is ailing, and moreover this verb seem is there. So after these verbs it will appear and in the form of subject complement, right? Next is the journey is tiring. Now we are talking about the journey here, which is a subject, and we are telling something about the journey, that is what? How the journey was, that is tiring, right? So after this be form, be is because is the base form, root form, and that is the different. In present it is am, in past it is was, were. So is tiring. Now which is ing, word which is having ing after that is tiring. Okay, so this tiring will work as what? Present participle here, but how? Because this is justifying to the subject that the journey is tiring. So this is telling something about the journey here, right? So this is working as subject complement, right? Next use of this is as an adjective phrase generally put after the noun. So we did actually in our previous classes the adjective phrase, adverbial phrase, and the noun phrases, right? So it is a part of the sentence actually where we tell the quality of the noun, okay, which is given in the main verb or main clause actually. So the man standing at the gate came just now. So here where is ing form? Standing, right? And this is telling about whom? The man, right? So the man is what? It is noun. So this is what? This is telling about when the quality of the noun is being told in the particular phrase, so that will act as adjective phrase, right? So the man standing at the gate. Now we are telling the quality of the man, that who just came. So the man who was standing at the gate came just now, right? So this standing is working as present participle here. So what is the rule? As an adjective phrase generally put after the noun. Second is the boy wearing red shirt is Shyam, right? So the boy is what? That is noun, and what is participle here? That is wearing red shirts. So please just make this, just set a reminder in your mind that this present participle can be used in different forms. Very first is what? That is as an adjective in the sentence. Second is as an object complement, right, which will be after the object, as subject complement after the verbs be, seem, appear, look, etc. And the last one is as an adjective phrase generally put after the noun. So take the screenshot of this, make the notes in your notebook, and learn it for your examination. In our next video, we will discuss about rest two parts of participle, that is past participle and present participle. Thank you very much for today. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on learning, keep on studying. Thank you very much.